At the intersection of Gallows Road and Route 50 is a shopping center, a group of restaurants, many businesses, and Luther Jackson Middle School. According to administrators, students, and parents, this is prime real estate because the school is surrounded by businesses with people eager and willing to partner with them. And the Expanding Visions program is just one of many business partnerships providing a wide variety of educational opportunities for the students at Luther Jackson. The purpose of the Expanding Visions program is to enhance student awareness in math and science. Gabrielle Bacher, the Expanding Visions program coordinator, organizes the various business partner volunteers who regularly participate in the program.
ExxonMobil is the overall sponsor and funding of the program, but we look to the individual schools' business partners to provide the volunteer support. We bring the teachers and the volunteers together and plan out program activities. One example, the classroom presentations, where volunteers come in the classroom, do hands-on problem-solving kinds of activities to show kids how math and science are used on their jobs. Today is a transportation engineer from Dewberry & Davis.
Dewberry & Davis, an architectural and engineering firm based in Fairfax, has been involved in the Expanding Visions program for 8 years. Alan Dodd is their Director of Educational Services. He believes private and public organizations can be instrumental and very effective in helping young people learn.
The idea is to help youngsters see the value of science and math, and I think that comes at them from two levels. One is the direct kinds of things we do. We do a series of one-day programs with the 7th grade team. It's kind of a problem-solving thing, and I guess you'll see some of that today as to how a highway comes to be. And the other is to get a feel for the people, for our people. I think each of our people try to give them a feel of how they got into the career.
What first attracted me to engineering was the problem-solving. Like, for instance, how do you get a road across a river? Or how do you build a skyscraper?
Marlon Smoker, project engineer of transportation for Dewberry & Davis, has been working with the 7th grade classes for 3 years. His presentation deals with building a highway, something he's well acquainted with in his everyday job.
We have a little engineering exercise that we're going to do to design a road. We're going to hand out a map. Everybody's going to get a map that looks something like this. Your job is to design a road that goes from Harrisonville and connects to Starland. And then there's the little town of Johnstown in between.
Today, the students are divided into different interest groups, like environmentalists or town residents, and they must build a road that addresses their particular need. Teamwork is essential.
No, you did it fine.
After each group decides where to build their road and what materials they'll need, they must then calculate the cost. The final piece to this activity is a group presentation, followed by some constructive feedback from the transportation project engineer.
I think it was very good that everybody, pretty much with their bridges, crossed at the narrow point of the river to keep the cost down for your structures.
After receiving helpful input from the teachers, Marlon says he too learns and that each year his presentation gets fine-tuned.
Well, this year we added the part about each group being part of an interest group, being residents of the town or residents of the city, and having them think about it from that point of view. There's advantages and disadvantages to everything that every line that they can draw on that page.
Teachers work closely with the Dewberry & Davis volunteers to plan activities best suited for each class. Road building even ties in with Faye Wagner's 7th grade English class.
In middle school, we do the interdisciplinary teaming, and one of the things we try to do is make connections all across the team so the kids can see that math happens everywhere, and English happens everywhere, and science happens everywhere. We have 7 sets of engineers coming in through the year to talk to the kids about different kinds of engineering. We decided the best match this year for us was the transportation match because it goes along with a lot of the things we're doing in terms of setting and that kind of thing in the novels and stories that we're writing.
And of course, the math applications of the roadway project tie in nicely with math teacher Bonnie Huber's class.
We also match it up so that I've taught what they need when they go into class. Now today's program, early in the year, we're looking at different things on finance. Later in the year, they'll be looking at things like area. Another program looks at slope, and we've done some math with slope and how to figure that out. We try and connect the math pieces to the things that Dewberry & Davis and their provision piece, Expanding Vision, brings to us.
The hands-on activity that Dewberry and Davis presents gives students a chance to see the real-life application of math and science and provides insight into different and exciting career options.
I never knew that, like such jobs like these, like engineering, could also involve math and science.
One of the things that benefits our kids is the opportunity to see young professionals from the field come into the classroom and see a connection there. A lot of our kids might never have met an engineer except through this program. And even if they don't end up being engineers, we want them to take enough science and math classes so that they have a real choice when they get ready for college and they haven't closed those doors too early. That's one of the focuses of the whole Expanding Visions program.
Weekly tutoring sessions are another important component of the Expanding Visions program. In fact, every Thursday, employees from ExxonMobil volunteer to work with students who need extra help in math and science. Luther Jackson principal Carol Robinson says this community support does more than enhance student learning.
It's just been remarkable to see the partnerships and the relationships between our students, our 7th and 8th graders, and these adults in the community. They have served as role models. They have served as other persons with wisdom. They have provided funding for us to do special things. Over the last few years, I've seen a surge of community service that the students have done. And I think part of that is because they see our business partners, our community partners, giving of themselves.
According to Patrick Dexter, Contributions and Community Relations Advisor for ExxonMobil, there are intrinsic and tangible benefits to the Expanding Vision program.
We've been tracking the students that have been participants, and we've found that by tracking them that they have been taking more advanced math and science courses than the norm. And we're very pleased with that because that's one of the main purposes of the program, is to enhance the students and enhance their ideas of how they would like to use science and math in a practical way.
Of course, the Expanding Visions program is just one of many ways the local business community supports Luther Jackson. Because people in these companies recognize the importance of making a real connection with their community and understand that the students they help today could be tomorrow's employees.